What's up and welcome back to my channel. It's Jen, and if this is your first time, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, what's up? Good to see you. Basically today's video is going to be about products that I've just been gravitating towards this month and things that I've basically fallen in love with. And we're going to talk about, some makeup products, maybe some skincare and some brushes and things, and maybe a couple of little tricks that I've found for these products. So if you are interested in hearing what you may want to buy because I feel they're phenomenal and they may work for you as well, then stick around. Okay, so item one. If you didn't watch my last video, I've been really loving the whole Too Faced collection right now. The Peaches and Cream and the Kandee collections. I love them to death, and let me explain why. First things first, I do love the foundation and the primer, because I have pink undertones to my skin, and every time I get like primers or anything, brightening or whatever, everything's for yellow skin tones. I swear, I'm forever getting yellow skin tone, like yellow undertones. So I love the fact that this is all peachy, like the primer's even peach, no, that's the foundation. I mean, yeah, obviously you can find concealers and foundations and stuff, but I love that, like, this is like a peachy primer, not that like nudish yellow. So I love that, including the blurring powder, which has a peach tinge to it. And I love using that because at the moment they're, let's see, where is it? Oh, I love I want Kandee brightening powder for under the eyes, but again, it's, banana pudding, it's yellow. So it tends to leave yellow under my eyes. So I love going in after with the peach blurring powder and going over my whole face with that, because it kind of takes this down a notch from being so yellow to giving it a little pink peach hue. And I know a lot of people were worried about it being too peachy on their skin, or that it was, going to be iridescent peach. And honestly, that's just that top coat, when you first get it, it's got like an iridescence on the top layer, but honestly, I just put it here and it doesn't have a shimmer really to it. It's right here. You can see it shine a little bit, but it really doesn't it's not like, like a highlighter on the face. So I love this because it kind of just brings the whole look together. And then I love the peach setting powder, because again, it's peach toned, whereas the Born This Way by Too Faced has more of a yellow tinge to it. So I mean, I have them both, and yeah, they're pretty much you can't see through them, transparent, that's what I was trying to think of. But it's definitely, I can tell the difference because I look for these things. So I definitely love this powder. I've been using it every day, and honestly, all of these things I have been using every day, with the exception of the primer, because I feel that it's very mattifying. So I do from time to time switch it up and use maybe a more of a like the Professional by Benefit, or something, just something different that's not so mattifying, that I have more dewiness to my skin. And then I'll go to my Born This Way foundation, or whatever foundation I'm trying out. Today I am actually trying the Fenty foundation. I am in shade 220. And I actually really liked it. I love the The primer as well, it was mattifying, but not nearly as much as the Too Faced primer is. The Too Faced mattifying, the Peaches and Cream primer, is very mattifying. Whereas I felt the Fenty Rihanna one was more, gave you more of a, I don't know, it felt tackier, dewier. It's odd, but I really think that I'm going to pick those both up because I was just sampling them. I got them in the samples from Sephora because they always take care of me. I love them there. So yeah, I got the little samples because I wanted to test them out first because I really didn't need another mattifying product at this moment. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to pick those up. Anyway, moving along. So we've discussed these. We've discussed this and this. Okay. Some of these items are not necessarily new, but they're just what I have fallen in love with this month. Honestly, I have fell in love with both of those collections. I use the eyeliner every day. I use this palette, the eyeliner, I use every day. I love it. And then when I do want to add some pop in or switch it up, then I do grab the Kandee collection. I used the shimmer whipped cream color as my inner corner highlight, but everything else is matte. So I go between these two palettes, and then if I want to add a little more pop of color, I go with the Glitter Bomb on top. And I use a lot of these on the lid. So I've just been loving Too Faced a lot this month. Oh, and then I do sometimes use the Sweet Peach collection for a pop of color on the lid or wherever. So those are like basically the 4 palettes that I've been using every day lately, and that foundation. Moving along. Oh, also, I absolutely love the I use the whole kit, honestly. I love the bronzer, but I found that it's a little too light. So what I've been doing is contouring first. And let me explain, because that brings us into my next item too. I normally I've been going through different brushes and playing with stuff and seeing what I like, what I don't like, and what I want to use for what. I used to use my favorite fan brush, this for highlighting. And I do love this as well, but I switched it up this month. And that was from IT Cosmetics. Favorite fan brush, hands down, is that one by IT Cosmetics, just saying. Now, this Morphe fan brush I've had forever. I got it in a kit or something, and I have not used it. Lately, what I've been doing is using it for my contour because I feel it gives me a nice defined line. So it's not everywhere. So I go in and I contour first, and I just kind of lay the base work. Then I go in with my other new favorite brush. I don't know what number this is, but it's a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number. It was in a kit. It's basically a blush brush, I believe, blush or powder brush, and it's natural hairs. And as well as I'm really gravitating to the natural hairs lately. Love them, love them, love them. You'll see most of my brushes are going to have natural hairs that I've been using lately. Anyway, I use this brush, and I use the Chocolate Soleil bronzer just a little bit because I find that this one is just not quite dark enough for what I want to do. So I use this over my contour to lighten it up and blend. So I'm kind of blending it out when I'm putting my bronzer on. So I get rid of that harsh line. And then I just do a touch, and it's been trial and error. Trust me, sometimes I've over bronzed and not meant to. I think I've got the formula the way I like it now. But then I go over top of all of it, still blending with this same brush, and I use this one because it's got those peach colors and a little bit of shimmer. So I put that all over as my third step. So I really like the way that combination looks. Contour, and the contour that I use, of course, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit. Okay, so then I've been using those Mikasa brushes a lot every day too. I use the Mikasa powder brush and the Mikasa, I'm sorry, the powder brush is the F100 brush. I use that to use for my powder. And then I use the Mikasa F111 blush brush for my blush. Then I also have a Morphe M400, which is almost the same. I just grab both of them. If one's dirty, I grab the other one. And then almost the same, I have the Morphe M556, which is basically the same. If you look at them, they're basically very, very, very similar. So these are my go-tos every day. Love them. Love them. And that one's for all my bronzing and so forth. Also, in that Kandee collection, I have been using every day the Kandee highlighter. Now, what I love about this one is I've been using this Morphe stippling brush. It's a small stippling brush. And I've just been going like this and then putting it on that way. I find that's the easiest way for me to put it on. And I always love using a cream highlighter first and then using a powder highlighter over it so that I kind of set it that way. That's the way I like to do it. I just love the way it works with this brush. It's a great combination. And then I've been using for my cheeks, the Morphe M509 brush for my highlight on the large areas, my cheeks and my chin, and the Morphe 510 brush for my nose and my lip area. So I go between these two brushes every day. Again, natural hairs. Okay, moving right along. So I think we were done with those. Okay. Then I'll talk about roller lash. I am now a firm believer, firm fan. I love this. I know everybody's familiar with it, but I love that it feels like not tacky, but tacky, rubbery, tacky in a way. Not wet, but just like, because I don't use a lash curler. I use my finger throughout the day. And when you use regular mascara, it tends to get that crunchy, hard feeling. I like a bigger brush normally because I find I get better volume in my lashes, and this being such a small brush, but it really does the job. I was only using it on my lower lashes because it has that nice tiny brush, but I said, what the hell, and I tried it on the top because I wasn't loving the mascara I've been using. It's been flaking on me, and I'm hooked. I'm definitely hooked. Love it, love it, love it. The e.l.f. Liquid Lip Primer. I know I did a review on it, and I said that, you know, I liked it and I gave it a thumbs up, but I didn't think that it saved from bleeding. I didn't realize then how much I was going to love it. I use it every day, every single day, especially with my Kylie lippies. I feel that it's very moisturizing and it makes all of my lippies stay and feel moist. You know that the Kylie lippies can be very drying and very just drying. With this, they feel like butter. They feel as moisturized. And if you use this with a Jeffree Star lippy, oh my goodness, it feels like satin on your lips. Moving right along, there's also by Too Faced, the Mascara Melt Off. I've been using this daily. I find that it gets my mascara off, everything off wonderfully. And especially, I know House of Lashes lash glue can be like crazy glue on your eyes. I was having a hard time getting it off. Leaves my lashes on. It'll keep them glued on for days if I let it. 3 days, 4 days, whatever, and it's still hard to pull them off. But getting the glue off of my natural lashes. Oh my God, so hard. It was taking my lashes out. I didn't want to be bald lashed. So I used some of this, came right off, no problems. So this thing, great to have. And then let's go on to last, I'm almost done, guys, I swear. Last couple things by e.l.f. I did try one of these, the under eye concealer. Love this. Use it every day, every single day. It's wonderful, and it helps my under eyes stay hydrated and everything. I have no problems with stuff coming off. It keeps it there like glue. It's wonderful. And then this guy. This is like a wax brow pencil, and I am absolutely obsessed. I use it to set my brows every day. I then go over it with a spoolie and just kind of brush it through. But this stuff is amazing. After I use my brow pencil, I go over it with this, and it's just a nice wax to kind of set them and keep them in place. That's what I have on my eyebrows today. It's awesome. And especially if you have any bald spots, which I do. I had a issue when I trimmed this brow, and I have a bald spot. I don't even want to get into it, but I was having the hardest time getting anything to stay there, the pencil, everything. When I would brush the spoolie through, everything was coming off. So I put a little bit of that down, and then I went over with the brow powder and, you know, a brow brush, and it held the powder down. So now nothing's moving. So I love that stuff. Swear by it. Use it every day. And it's great for a 5-minute makeup look, because you can just throw that on, brush it through, and you're out the door. And then this guy, I have so many of these. They are the best product ever. It's again by e.l.f. $3 for this thing. It cleans up anything. You can clean up your eyeliner, around your lips, wherever you need to. If you make a mess up, it cleans it right up. Look at how easy that came off. Look, it's just like a magic eraser. Stuff is amazing. And then all you do is you take a paper towel and you wipe it off and clean it off like that, and then you go about your day. I have one in my makeup drawer, one in my purse. I keep them everywhere because they're great in a pinch, and they're only $3. I swear by them. Amazing. And last but not least, this is an amazing face wash. OMG. Oh my God. It is the Origins Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. I don't think it's new. A lot of these, like I said, it's just new to me, but my God. This face wash, it looks like cottage cheese or something. It really does, because it smells like spearmint with like a hint of lime. This stuff is so creamy, and a little bit goes such a long way, but there's like little curdles in it. I don't know how to explain it, but you use this on your face and literally it rinses right off, and your face is legit squeaky clean. Like your hands are sticking to your face as you're rinsing it because they're squeaking. And it's actually considered a mild face wash. I believe it was $23 for this bottle, but literally all you need is a dime-sized portion for your full face. And it's clean as a whistle. I swear by it now. I had to go out and get it because I had a sample of it, and I have never gone back. I use it every day. It's great for an everyday face wash. And my one last thing. And then the NYX Glitter Primer. That's what I've been using for glitter or any kind of eyeshadow that you may have some fallout from that you want to lock down. This stuff is amazing. Amazing. Love it. It's nice and creamy. A little bit goes a long way. You could put it on right over your eyeshadow, because sometimes I layer my eyeshadows, and amazing. yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I will list everything below. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a heart emoji in the comments if you want to be included in that giveaway. It's not a huge giveaway for right now. This is my first giveaway, so I just wanted to share the love a little bit and take it from there. But I love you guys so much, and if you have any questions or comments or any ideas for a future video, please don't hesitate to list them below. And until the next one, I love you and smooches. Mwah. Bye.